Hey guys, Chris here from Fun Aquariums and Terrariums. Just want to give you a quick tour of some of the tanks that I have. I apologize for the crudity of this video. We're doing October 21st here, 2015. We've got Back to the Future playing, and also coincidentally the Cubs in the playoffs in the World Series are on with the Mets. Cubs down actually 6-1 Mets. So anyway, we're gonna get back here. So here are some of my tanks that I've done some videos on. We've got right here the Marine Land Contour tanks right here, 5-gallon tanks. The one on the left is the one I did the original setup video on. I've got to do some major planting on this tank right now and some work. I apologize for these tanks. I've been busy at work, so I've literally been feeding and topping off the water at the moment. You know, I need to get in there this weekend and do a little scrub at the scrub and get these guys back up to where they should be. You can see this one, I've just done you know, light sand gravel. And this is some of the Carib Sea mix in the bottom of this one with the chain sword and some of the other plants. They have one really bad rotting, looks like one of the Amazon swords in the back right now. It's horrible. The snail problem going on in this one. This is a really cool fluval tank right here. This one is the Edge, I believe. I've forgotten the name right off the top of my head right now. I've got just a beta in here. You know, nice 5-gallon tank. You know, if you guys are doing betas, you know, if you got them in a cup, you shouldn't have them in a cup. Give them some space. They need to move around. Give them a good life. This guy is really happy. He's got his little home in the background there. But this guy, you know, this tank is so easy to take care of. You know, if you overload it with fish, it's going to get dirty quick. But this one, I top off the plants, take care of everything. The light in there is the upgraded LED lights that some of the newer fluvals come with. This is a great tank for a starter. It's a little off balance here, so I've got a little buttable in the top. So normally if it's leveled out, you won't have that bubble in the top. This is one of the Aqua Top tanks right here. I believe it's a 7-gallon tank, nice and narrow. I did a video on this one. Once again, I apologize for how it looks right now, but at least you could see I do have some of the chain sword growing there on the bottom. This tank, you know, obviously needs some work and some trimming and scrubbing, but this is a really cool tank. I've got some ghost shrimp in there and some other shrimp living in there now. See one of those guys right down there, if I can focus on them. They're great little cleaners. I've got some snails in this one. Unfortunately, I had a snail problem in it. Went and got some assassin snails, and now the assassin snails are breeding all over the place. So hopefully in a few months they'll get a little bit bigger. I'll take those guys in and get a few bucks for them. But yeah, narrow those guys down. This tank is this is about a 5-gallon. I think it's a Mr. Aqua tank. Really cool tank. This is probably one of the ones I'm going to keep. I am going to get rid of probably that one and those two. So if anyone's interested in the local area and wants to pick them up, feel free. Back to this Aqua Top tank, or I'm sorry, the Mr. Aqua tank. I did just do a basic filter. I think that's a Aqua Tech filter that you can pick up for 10 bucks at Walmart. Great filter, by the way. It's just, you know, you can't adjust the flow, so hopefully if you're doing a small tank, you can handle the flow on it. All in all, it runs super quiet. I've got some CO2 that I'm pumping to this guy every now and then. I've got to get a new CO2. I've got the Fluval 88 in the back there, but it's not running right now. I've got one of the really cool, I forget the name of it right now, the diffusers on there, the super fine diffusers. That's great when it's working right. I've got some, you can see here on the bottom, that is some pearlweed. Trying to get that to carpet. It's been going for months now. I need to see why. You know, I've got pretty good lighting on it. You can see I've got two of the fluorescent guys up here, these Tom's lights, so it's pretty drenched with lighting. So I think if I can get the CO2 running right, and you know, I'm doing the CO2 boosters as well, some of the Flourish Excel, and we'll get this carpeted in right. Over here I've got one of the Exoterra 18 by 18 by 24 terrariums. There's nothing in there now except some centipedes that have kind of taken over some of the soil on the bottom, but you know, this is kind of a cool thing that I've gotten into. I started doing small terrariums and I thought, well, might as well do a big one. This one does fog. You'll see in one of my other videos I did a kind of an indoor forest video. This one fogs up. I think I got it on an hourly schedule. I've got it hooked up to Panamax Blue Bolt, so you actually can control it via your cell phone if you wanted to. You could, you know, hook it up to your energy conservation with your electric company if you wanted to. But this cool little tank, it's got the monsoon mister system in there, and it's got the Reptifogger system. Everything is kind of under here. I had my neighbor build this just basic stand, really nice and sturdy, but I've got some of this just black material covering it, and then I got my music system down here under here as well for the room, and then the fogger in the back there, and then I've got the mister down here. It's just a, you know, basic setup. It's kind of cool though. It brings some life into the room, you know. So pause here for a second. I'll take you in the kitchen and show you the 20-gallon tank. So here's the 20-gallon. I picked this guy up for I think 69 bucks at the local fish shop, Aquarium Connection here in Simi Valley. It's running a little low on water right now. I'm gonna fill it up this weekend. Got the Phoenix Planet Plus 24-hour lights on here. It doesn't really fit right on this tank, so I kind of had to jimmy rig the ends. I think it's just a funky sized tank, but normally, you know, the way that they've got the brackets, you know, plus it doesn't even go over the tank, so it doesn't sit totally right on there, but it, you know, it's doing its job. Super bright light. I'm so happy I bought it. I think it was 89 bucks online. The growth rate on the plants is crazy. You have to cut them pretty much every 2 weeks. I'm cutting them back. I've got to do some serious work on this tank. Got to do a little replanting, a little moving around. Got some tetras in here, clown loach. He only comes out at night. He's a kind of skittish guy. Some platies, and once again, I had a gnarly snail problem in this tank. I did put some assassin snails in this guy, but it looks like it's doing pretty decent now. I got a few more of the other snails to get on out of there. I've got a couple of the sponge filters, dual sponge filter you can see in the back there. Usually that's where the snails love to hang out, and there's probably some small guys on there now. I did build another little filter right here, you know, just to, you know, I wanted to try my hand at building, you know, just a fine filter on the back. So I've actually got 3 filters running on this right now, besides the hang on the back filter in the back. Yeah, and if you guys are doing any kind of plants, I've got plants going crazy out of my filters at work right now. Those things are just nutty. They will take over the filters though. I've got one running, you know, very lightly right now because I've got so much roots growing down into the filter. I'm gonna end up having to just turn that filter off and getting another filter to take over for that one at the shop there. I've got 3 at the shop. I've got 8 here at home. I've got a couple I'm not going to show right now just because they're, you know, nothing special right now. Like I said, these tanks are a little dirty, but you know, once again, this Phoenix light, I can't say nothing bad about it. It's a great light. When you're running at full blast like I am right now, it does get a little warm. But other than that, it's got the 24-hour filter. I'm sorry, 24-hour setting on it, so you can set it up for a 24-hour schedule. Kind of give you a quick demonstration right here of the. Actually, I'll stick it on demo mode, and you can take a look what it does. So it'll kind of go through its settings. And these platies, it's crazy. You know, some of the settings that it goes through over the night, just when it's running on its regular 24-hour schedule, these platies just get super, like they're glowing. Really cool. So I definitely recommend this light. So you'll see it ramp up now. It's on demo mode. It'll get really bright. Just let me make sure this other light's off here in the back. I have the other light here on the back, but I'm not sure if that guy's, oh, there it is, it's off now. Sorry for the shaky camera work here for a sec. But
Well, look at them.
yeah, so it's going through its thing. It does have a kind of a lightning feature on it, which I never use. I'm only showing you this now just for demo purposes. It'll kind of get dark and cloudy, and they actually have a cloudy button on there. But I never use the thunder. Well, I got a big leaf floating through there all of a sudden. I never use the thunder feature. I think it would probably freak out the fish, but so you can see now it's kind of getting low, changing colors again. But this light has so much color variation control. I mean, you could dial in the whites and the reds and the blues and the greens however you want. I mean, it's got individual settings for everything. So, you know, depending on what plants you're running, you can add in, as you know, a lot of the plants like the red light, so you can dial in it, you know, nice and strong. I think it's going to go into the lightning deal here pretty soon here. Let's see. Getting real dark now. You can kind of still see at the top that's got the light coming through. So the tank is virtually dark now.
So, then you like
It's starting to come back up. So usually, you know, if I leave it on the 24-hour setting, which I normally don't do, I just shut it off at night because, you know, this tank will get very covered in algae quick because the lighting is so great. I usually just keep it off during the day until I get home at night, and then I turn it on. So I'm running it 4 or 5 hours a day, full blast. The plants are doing good. Like I said, I gotta cut those guys back. I don't know why I didn't do the thunder feature. Maybe I'll just do it manually.
too many notes, Your Majesty. Exactly. Very well put. Too many notes.
It's a little, it's like a disco in there or something, but so I'll go through the, oh, there it goes again. So that's the thunder feature. That's the cloudy feature. Here's sunny, which is, I believe, just probably full blast. And then they've got, you know, the moon setting, which is, you know, really kind of a cool setting. And then you've got, you know, just individual. So if you want to, I got a couple presets in here that you can do too. Let me see. I've got that one's a little bit more aqua. And then I've got this crazy one that just changed everything. Just a crazy purplish color. But yeah, the controller. So that's the 20-gallon tank. So thanks for taking a quick rundown of the tanks that I have here at Fun Aquariums and Terrariums. And hit me up if you have any comments and let me know what I'm doing right or wrong. And remember, this, you know, it's a fun hobby for me. I hope it is for you. And do your research in case you're just starting out. That's the biggest thing. Do your research. Just don't get something and start with it. I mean, you do your research first. You don't want to wake up in the morning with something dead in your tank. It's just not a good feeling, and you'll enjoy it if you do it right. So we'll do another video soon, and hope you all have a great October 21st, 2015. We are here, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace out.
Can we see the scene with the music back, please?